Hi, everyone, and welcome back to The Rush. Well, one of my next guests has large boots, and one of them likes Wednesdays, and they all eat Fruit Loops. At least that's what they told me. I am joined now by Rodney Ramsey, Andrew Searles, and Kwasi Thomas. I know. You guys are all part of the Underground Comedy Railroad Tour. What's going on?
I don't know, but somebody needs to zoom in on these guys' boots, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's start with the boots.
Let's get a
No, can we get a pull out?
I need a wide angle for this.
Get close up with those.
What is the story about these honkers?
I'm from Montreal. This is standard issue.
Yeah, if anybody wants to know how cold it is in Montreal, bam, right there.
This is what you need to survive.
So
Against snow and separatists. That's
what is the deal with the Underground Comedy Railroad Tour? Where are you guys from? Where are you going?
Well, we're all actually originally from Montreal. We actually all started comedy around the exact same time. Yeah, and the idea from the Underground Comedy Railroad came by. We were just like, you know what? We're not getting as much love as we really should be as Black Canadian comedians. We just we're getting booked as much considering how heavy the talent, and we're all kind of stationed all around the country. Like Kwasi moved to Vancouver.
Yeah, I came out here to just cover a bit more ground, so I live out in Vancouver.
So you're stationed in Vancouver.
Yeah.
See this right here?
That's a Vancouver
This is
sheet, my
Vancouver
friend.
right here. I've had these for 3 years.
What made you move to Vancouver?
Oh man, there's a lot of things going on at the time, but really it was just a time in my life where I needed change. I wanted to pursue acting a bit more, but not really move to the States just yet. Toronto was a bit too close for the change that I felt I needed.
And it's Toronto.
And it's Toronto.
Sorry.
No, don't apologize. I'm not from there.
Right.
But yeah, and plus I'd never been out west as far as Canada goes, so figured why not come to Vancouver, start fresh,
And how long have you been here for?
I came out here June of 09, so yeah, I know, just under 5 years.
Do you miss these guys? Is that why you had to go on tour?
I missed that one.
My boots miss that guy more than I.
No, these guys are my brothers, man. I miss them dearly. But anytime we're on the phone, we hang, we talk like it's like no time's gone by.
And Andrew, what has the tour been like so far? Something tells me you guys have a lot of fun on tour. You guys probably play some jokes on one another. What is it like?
It's always a blast. It is always a blast working with these guys, and it's the comedy goes on off stage, before the show, while the show is on. We're in the back laughing after show. It's always been a blast, and the show's been going great so far. We had Toronto sold out, Brampton sold out, Ottawa sold out, and then now we're here for Victoria.
Yeah, Vancouver.
Get on it.
You better prove yourself, Vancouver.
How are Vancouver audiences? Have you guys done stand-up here before?
I have, yeah.
You have? I hear our audience can be a little bit quiet sometimes. Is that true?
May I? I think I pull rank
Take
on
it away,
this. I think I pull rank on this one. Vancouver audiences are great.
Well done.
But I do often get a hint of, ooh, can we laugh at that just yet? Let me see if someone darker than me is laughing. He is. All right, let's do this. That happens often. Otherwise, though, an audience is an audience. It's up to the comic to make them laugh. You got to relate. You got to know who you're playing for. So
right.
Hey guys, listen.
Here it comes.
As it's Black History Month, all right, we don't want you guys to feel uncomfortable. We're issuing out everybody for Saturday, which is the day of the show.
Yeah.
You got a black card, okay? You can laugh at all the jokes you want and not
no
feel
guilt.
bad. Yeah,
No guilt whatsoever.
All right?
You still have to pay child support.
Yeah.
What about Montreal audiences? Because Montreal is the place for comedy.
Absolutely.
I mean, it truly is. But what is it? Is it different there?
It's very liberal. It's very open-minded. They'll laugh at a lot of stuff, but there's some audiences that make you work for it. And the great thing about Montreal audiences is that they're great, but they're also difficult. So if you crack a Montreal audience and you do really well with them,
it's a funny joke.
Yeah.
It's not only it's hilarious, but it could work across Canada, and you'll have no problem.
It's because they got the festival there, right? So it kind of brings up the Just Last Festival. So the level, they expect like something. They expect it, polished. They expect it really clever, and but if you bring that, Montreal loves you, and it's a good place to get your start, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, like you go anywhere else,
No better training ground than Montreal.
No better training ground. You go anywhere else, and they're going to be loving you.
So do you guys test new material when you're on a tour like this, or do you go by the set? Do you gauge it on where you are? Does it
depends on the audience? I think
on the fly.
If they're really, really loving the material, why not throw in a new joke, see how they feel, or riff with them a bit, talk with them off the cuff a little bit, and and see how it feels.
Yeah, anything can happen is what we're saying.
Yeah.
Anything.
Actually, on top of that, when we did the Ottawa show, there was a lady in the front row. There's an old couple in
Never
the front row.
sit in the front row.
Oh my gosh! But here's
it was
the
an
beauty.
old,
of it.
like ancient white.
They were very.
It was crazy.
They babysat Jesus, basically.
Babysat Jesus.
But the beauty to them was that the lady was just sitting there, just grilling,
But her husband
was loving the show.
Yeah, he was
Loving
throwing us
it.
pounds, just blowing it.
Yeah. Exactly.
We're trying to talk to talking to his wife. You know what I mean? We're like, yo, so what's up with you? She's just nothing.
crack him up?
You know what I mean? And then the first time she said something, I was like, yeah, you know, I'm loving Ottawa, love Montreal. Not that too big a fan of Toronto. The first thing she says, I'm from Toronto. Obviously.
Couldn't be more obvious.
And then you took her black passport.
Having fun with audiences is a big thing. When somebody isn't cracking a smile like that, does it become a challenge that you just gotta make them laugh?
I mean, you can't make the whole show about making that one person laugh, but honestly, you always keep them in the corner of your eye.
Yeah.
When they finally
like,
crack that laugh, and you're like, I knew I'd get you.
Oh, me. But different schools. Like me, honestly, if you're sitting too close and you're not going to give me anything, I go on the attack a bit. Like, oh yeah, but it depends. Yeah. But I mean, you bring them in and you embrace them. You know, you cuddle them. You know what I mean?
You know, it's funny because when people do become part of the show, as happens at comedy shows, they just get mortified, but it becomes the story you always tell for the rest of your dying days.
Always.
In hindsight, it's always awesome.
In hindsight. What about hecklers?
Hecklers.
How do you deal with hecklers?
I dare them. I do this for a living, you know. You're getting drunk tonight and you got brave tonight. I do this for a living, you know. So
Bring it on.
bring it on.
But I mean, like, we also host a lot. Like, we also, I mean, there's your stand-up comedy sets, and then there's your hosting set, which is a almost totally different thing, right? And when
What is the difference for people who don't know?
Okay, so the host is always the first person who goes on stage. They introduce the show. He or she introduces the show, and like they kind of work with the audience to get comfortable. And sometimes, most times, telling jokes off the top, you know, isn't the way to go. You want to get to know the people, and you know you're going to be friendly. So, and that entails improvisation, talking. So we got really apt in that.
Yeah, and that's how we came up in Montreal. It's different in a lot of cities. Some cities want you to do material off the top.
Right.
Montreal, they want you to riff. They want you to speak with the audience. And it serves a purpose for the comics in the back, too, because if you're listening, you see, okay, they're into dirty stuff. Oh, they want to hear this.
Reconnaissance,
as per the host doing their first.
Right.
We're the backbone of the show, basically. Our job is just to keep the show going, make sure people are in. If they're really good, we bring the audience back
test the
down.
water.
Yeah, exactly. We're the testers, basically.
It's a thankless job, but like it's so important.
Yeah.
So our Vancouver audiences, we're probably not the dirty joke audiences then, are we?
We'll find out.
You know what? I find it always boils down to being funny. You can be dirty if it's funny. You know, you can talk about anything you want as long as it's relatable, right? So Vancouver, Montreal, Toronto, wherever you are, as long as you're relatable and funny, I think you'll be fine. You know. Yeah.
And we're going to be giving away a couple of tickets to see you guys. So where are you? Well, where else are you going? You're kind of doing a U-turn around the country, is that right?
Yeah. So after Victoria, Vancouver, then we fly up to Calgary. We have a show there on the Sunday, Edmonton the Wednesday, Winnipeg the Thursday, and then back to Montreal the Friday.
Most importantly, tomorrow we're going to be at Heckler's.
Yes, Heckler's on Gorge Road in Victoria.
Excellent stuff.
And Vancouver at the Rio.
Make sure that you check these guys out. The Underground Comedy Railroad Tour is going to Victoria, as we just said. That is happening Thursday in Vancouver on Saturday. If you want to get tickets online, you can go to their website. It is undergroundcomedyrailroad.com. And we are giving away a pair of tickets to their Vancouver show. All you have to do is email us for your chance to win at therush@shaw.ca. So if people are watching this on our YouTube channel, make sure that all the comments are about Andrew's boots.
Yes, we're collecting boot
There you go. We are right across the country.
I couldn't even wipe off the salt.
I will give you the boot. I gotta bring a little bit of Montreal for you.
Montreal salt on it.
Montreal salt.
Yeah.
A little bit of home.
I just walk around. I just kind of like, there you go.
I gave him wet naps for that too.
We're going to take a break.